to Star Trek 47. Today I am going to talk about something a little different than aliens and UFOs. Unless, of course, they're from Star Wars. Now, it's not every day that I don't like a Star Wars movie. Like a lot of people, I had some pretty high expectations when this new series started coming out. And that was until they did pretty much everything wrong. Okay, yeah, you know, I liked The Force Awakens a little bit. A few things they really needed to change in that movie were have some scenes where Luke Skywalker and Han Solo are you know, at it again. And you know, we didn't get that. And we never will. Now, Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker going around the galaxy, at least doing something to further the story along a little. And they just did, no, that didn't happen. And then they kill off Han Solo. I have no idea why. It wasn't that necessary, I didn't feel. Okay, maybe in the second movie, or even, you know, if they'd had some good scenes with all three of our hero characters together. But, no. They wanted to introduce us to these little twits. You know. Now, these are kind of hard to find. This particular action figure is kind of rare. I guess it's kind of worth money. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get little Mary Sue Ridley out of her encapsulated plastic. Yeah, that's what you get for $7 or more if you go on eBay. Actually, I don't even know if they're worth what I paid for them now. Look, she's got Luke Skywalker. At least somebody liked the lightsaber in the movie. I mean, I will talk about that in a second, what they did wrong with that. Still, it doesn't even have regular action figure smell. Here, come on, come on. Alright. Anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, she is a Mary Sue. She really is. Everything about her screams Mary Sue. I mean, where'd her little pistol go? I didn't even get a gun. I feel ripped off. Now, everything about her says Mary Sue. I mean, automatically knows how to use the Force. Oh, I was just born with it. Okay, that's nice. Well, nobody's just born with the Force. Everything just magically happens in this movie. I don't care. Then there's this Luke Skywalker. Mr. Cow Milker. Yum. He's kind of hard to find too, apparently. This one's kind of rare. He's in his little bubble. Oh, that didn't go the way I planned. I feel sick. Oh, maybe it's all that green milk. Anyway, just prattle now. Luke Skywalker doesn't even carry a lightsaber anymore. He carries this little stick like Harry frickin' Potter. Oh, I'm going to Hogwarts and use my magic stick. Wow. Okay. Isn't that nice? And then he can fight Rey with it. Ah! I can beat a Jedi Master the first time I ever tried. Ah! Alright. Anyway. So, in your reality, I have not yet run over these with a lawnmower. But in reality, I already have. What do you say we do it again? And J.J. Abrams has the gall to go online and say that if you didn't like Star Wars Last Jedi, you don't like women. Somehow you're against women. Well, JJ, you know who's against women? Besides you? Rian Johnson. Had two perfectly good girls in the beginning of the movie. Which one does he kill off? The pretty sister. Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep the not as pretty sister. Speaking of hating women, you have Princess Leia. What do you do with her? Right at the beginning of the movie, let's blast her out into space, do a little Mary Poppins routine, and then throw her in the sick bay in a coma for the rest of the show. And then we can bring in some purple-haired lady. from Jurassic Park. No, you wasted one of the most important female characters of Star Wars. And instead you substituted with this idiotic purple-haired character, the Admiral, Admiral what's her face? Admiral Holdont. This whole trilogy wasn't even planned out. This is a make it up as you go along trilogy for Star Wars. And if you ask me, that's not how you do it. At least George Lucas kind of had a backstory, a full story, a continuation story. He had all that before he started the first one, which is Star Wars, not Episode 4. So that's why this new trilogy is really annoying. It's like Disney bought all the rights and they're, oh, hurry up, we got to make a movie as fast as we can. Forget about structure. Let's just make sure we have enough SJW babble in there to have all of our characters totally politically correct and make sure that there's enough virtue signaling that nobody will be offended. Until you make Luke Skywalker drink green milk out of a big space boob. That was offensive. That was... I don't need to remember that. Okay. So anyway. And what is this? Her little stick. Doesn't do anything. She doesn't hit anybody with it. She beats up poor Finn, who for some reason as a trained stormtrooper can't defend himself against a little girl who grew up in a dirt planet. Oh, but she has the Force and she's, you know, super excellent for no real reason whatsoever. Couldn't feed herself, but yeah, she can sure beat up Finn. Nothing about Episode 8 made any sense in relevance to Episode 4, except that some of the characters were still there. And it was sort of a blatant ripoff of Episode 5. A little Mary Sue here, and she's, according to Kathleen Kennedy, she's supposed to empower women. How's she doing that again? By looking like she's constipated most of the way through the movie? Oh, there's my third lesson! Bah ha ha! Shut up! No, it's a space fantasy. It's a movie. It's just a fun movie. Bad guys, good guys, bad guys lose. It's epic. You don't need more than that. Why are you doing this to Star Wars? Oh, okay, well now that we kind of killed off one of the characters and we've kind of kept them all separate with only like a little bit of contact between our original characters, let's go ahead and make it a second movie. But let's get a completely different writer and director with all new ideas and make him do it. I'm sure it'll work out real well. Why? Oh, Luke Skywalker and his lightsaber that he throws away like he had no use for it. Sorry, but you know that was a pretty huge part of his life for a little while. I think he would treat it with a little bit more respect and regard than throwing it over his shoulder like a tamale wrapper. What we wanted was this. How the heck... I mean, really, how the actual But what we got was this. So that's it for this episode of Star Trek 47. The 4th of May will be with you. May the 4th of May. May the 4th of May be... No. May the 4th of May. The 4th of May will be with you. The